can waste your own time, not mine. An apprentice obeys his master. A good one does, at least.
Yes, Master. I'm sorry. I'll get back to those notes straight away. My master can be a bit short-tempered, but I've learned so much from him. Oh dear. Darkwater Crossing needs medicines for its miners. I'll see about getting this order filled right away. Here, a few septims for you.
That's what you're here to do.
Are you kidding? I came all the way from Cyrodiil just to work with him. He's not the best teacher, but just watching him, I've learned so much.
I hope you have coin to spend, and you're not just here to gawk at my goods. I'm so close to the answer. A legendary bottle, forged in the days when Skymim was just starting its turn to ice. A small container, made of the magically infused snow that first fell on the throat of the world. It is said that the phial will replenish whatever fluid is placed inside of it. For an alchemist like myself, it is the most pure expression of my art. To create from nothingness is poetry. I've spent my entire life searching for it. It brought me all the way to these frozen reaches from the warm embrace of Somerset Isle. Entire years spent in libraries, seeking out tiny villages with local legends that contain but a whisper of a hint of the phial. I even named my shop after it, hoping that it might attract anyone who had heard of it. And now it's within my grasp. But the Eight, it seems, have chosen me for their amusement. For in my current condition, I'll never be able to lay my hands on it. Just a man's life work is all. I finally derived the location of the white phial, but this doting busybody won't let me get it. You would do that? It's good to know there are some people out there who are willing to help an old man. It's buried with its maker, Skymim, in a long-forsaken cave to the west of here. Skymim was a crafty one, even in death. You would need the skills of a master alchemist to reach his resting place. Luckily for you, I've already made the mixture. Here, take it. Please, don't dally. I've wasted enough time arguing with my useless assistant here. Why are you still standing around here? Go get me the phial, you fool!
My master can be a bit short-tempered, but I've learned so much from him. It doesn't matter what I believe. Norellian does. And it might be the only thing keeping him alive right now. Until next time.
Everyone says Yorland. Skymim is the best smith in Skyrim. I plan to check. Need some metal hammer? Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Don't forget, you find Queen Freydis' sword. I'll reward you.
Assorted fruits and vegetables, all delicious and affordable.
Hermit, take a look. Whether it's armor you need or a new blade, come see me.
Working in Windhelm is great. I get to see Ulfric up close.
Horses. All day long. Do you have any idea how dull horses are?
Goods and wares of all kinds. I welcome you, friend. How may I serve you? Take a look. May your road lead you to warm sands.
life of adventure and song is the life for us, eh, friend? Hello there, friend. How lucky for you to chance upon a bard on the road. Why, to perform for my common man, of course. Why should only the courts and inns of wealthy towns be given the gift of music? All right, then.
Harry's the boss. Talk to her if you want work.
Important deliveries to make. No time for chatting.
It's no secret the Aretino boy is doing some ritual, trying to call the Dark Brotherhood. But who's going to stop him? Me? I'll have no part of that.
My master can be a bit short-tempered, but I've learned so much from him.
Alchemy is simple. Unless, of course, you were simple. Then, I can't help you. This, it matches every description of the file that I've found in lore. But if it can't hold liquid, there's no way of knowing. How did you manage to damage it, then? This is what I get for not retrieving it myself. Figures. I doubt you have sufficient knowledge to harm the file, even if you wanted to. Either way, this is the end of it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm not quite in the mood to entertain guests. I trust you can show yourself out. Here's for your trouble.
I want to thank you for your help. I know my master can be a bit short at times. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Even though the file was damaged, I still think your efforts deserve reward. Now, if you'll pardon me, I'm going to tend to Norellian. I can make his final days a bit less painful. My master can be a bit short-tempered, but I've learned so much from him.
This one's a favorite of mine. A legend we all know and love. Our hero, our hero.
One of the best soldiers in the Stormcloak army, until I took a sword to the chest. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. See ya.
The Eye of Talos was a fine ship, once. Now it lies wrecked off an island just north of here.
Balgruuf won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Balgruuf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not...
The people are behind you.
Many, I fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Galmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breath. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Aye. But in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
I'd be a lot warmer alive.
Tell me you've seen them. Those things. Small and evil like something out of a nightmare. They come from Stillborn Cave to the north. I know it.
I lost my twin sister a while
Hold it
back.
there. Keep your
Have you
distance.
ever lost anyone close?
Another girl killed. This is Susanna, from Candlehearth Hall. Served me a drink just a few nights ago, but I can't say I knew her.
Will you spare a few coins to help someone?
Susanna's the third. It's always the same. Young girl, killed at night, body torn up. We are stretched thin as it is with the war. Nobody has the time to spend on this. Not pleasant, but it's the truth. If you want to help, ask some of these gawkers if they saw anything useful.
Just a few symptoms.
I'm going to examine the body before the rats can get to it.
Sorry, I thought I saw a fellow running away, but didn't get a good look at him.
Coin for a poor old woman. Another one. I heard a scream and came running, but she was already like this when I got here.
Always sad when someone has to die.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
This is a shame. No, sorry. But I did notice that her coin purse was still intact, so whoever did this wasn't after gold. I'm going to keep preparing the body, if you'll excuse me.
I have a lot of respect for the Restoration School. Skyrim could use more healers. I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid. Just like always, nobody saw anything useful. Bastards escaped again. Look, friend, if you think you can do better than the Legion of Guards, be my guest. You'll need to talk to Yorleif, though. We can't just let anyone go around claiming to be on official business. If he's willing, then we'll talk.
Luckily, Windhelm is cold, so the dead don't rot as quickly. Sometimes burial has to wait for the ground to thaw, though.
Algrith won't give us a straight answer.
Everything all
He's
right?
a true Nord. He'll come around.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land. These are difficult times indeed, when men stalk their brethren like beasts. My men are stretched thin as it is. If you offer your aid, I gladly accept. The guards will be told to assist you as necessary.
They all know that.
I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can as well.
You think I need to send
I'm not
more
much of a
brothers to
strategist,
the message?
but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same.
Shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city, keeping him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
If you have any news of the Western Halls, take it to Ulfric. Grew up here, cold as at Mora, but that just grows the beard sticker. Lot of history in these walls. We're trying to make some more. It's a lucky time to be alive.
Whoever we replace them with.
For Ulfric? Well, nothing official. We've known him for years. He seems to value my thoughts, and I'm grateful for that.
If we could take the city
I don't really have a mind for war, and I think he likes having an untrained opinion from time to time.
Many, I fear, still need convincing.
Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
Die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers.
Don't suppose you'd enchant my sword. Dull old blade can barely cut butter. Yerim is a fine house, and it's up for sale. You should talk to the steward in the keep if you're interested.
Now I remember. You're that new member of the Companions. So, you what? Fetch the mead? What do you need? All right then. I noticed a trail of blood leading away from here. Helgud's taken the body into the Hall of the Dead to prepare for burial. She's a little crazy, but if she knows anything, it's dead bodies. We got a nickname for anyone who trifles with us guards here in Windhelm. Suicide.
Large diagonal cut from left shoulder. Well, she's dead, but I guess that's not unusual, at least not for somebody in here. I mean, someone who's not me, that is. Sorry, was only joking with you. Not really. The only unusual thing is the shape of the cuts. They look like they were made with... Well, the ancient Nords used these kinds of curved blades when they embalmed their dead. I don't know who in Windhelm would even have something like that. Other than me, of course. I wouldn't hold out too much hope. Now, I really got to get back to the body. A lot of work to prepare her for the grave. Large diagonal cut from left shoulder.
Best offense is a good defense, am I right? All right then. I noticed a trail of blood leading away from here. Helgud's taken the body into the Hall of the Dead to prepare for burial. She's a little crazy, but
You
if she
need
knows
anything,
anything,
come see me.
it's dead bodies.
I'm as resourceful as I am discreet.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee. What is it?
Hail, companion.
Algrith won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
The Empire's putting
Frigga Shattershield's old place? It's been abandoned ever since she was killed. I think her mother, Tova, has the key.
He's against us.
Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolt?
It's so good to see you. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. The divine smile on a charitable soul.
South of here and west of the road lies Kronberger Cave. Stay away from that cursed place, and the vampires that call it home.
Watch what you're doing.
Everyone says Jorl of Greymane is the best smith in Skymim.
I
There's so
lost
much
my
glory
twin
in
sister
war,
a while back.
but now it's something they
Have you
tell
ever lost
soldiers
anyone
so they'll
close?
risk their lives.
My father says we need to just get on with our lives. Like it's that easy.
If those Whiterun guards can take down a dragon, so can we.
Name's Nils. I'm the cook at Candlehearth Hall.
This here's Candlehearth Hall. Great rooms upstairs, and there's a bed for rent on the ground floor.
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm for a while.
I still can't believe Isabella's gone. She was such a helpful young lass. Now, more than ever, the world needs tales of heroism.
Got to thinking, maybe I'm the Dragonborn, and I just don't know it yet.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood? Fine, then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to knock on his door.
No, child, wait! That boy, that house, they are cursed.
Ha! Then I'm right. I knew it. He's trying to have somebody killed.
All right, I won't deny it, child. What you heard is true. But Aventus Aretino walks a dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough. We will speak no more of this. I am the only friend you need.
No lollygagging.
Hi, lady. Would you like to buy some flowers? Please? Not much, but I hope you like them. They're dead. My mama died when I was little. I don't remember her very well. My father was a Stormcloak soldier. One day he left and didn't come back. I'm all alone. I try to sell flowers so I can buy food. It's not much, but what else can I do? Some pretty flowers. I picked them all by myself. Thanks. Thanks for talking to me.
Ulfric will listen to you. You've seen how we live. Cramped alleys,
Farm work is hard. It's good to relax when I can. I still have to listen to my brothers harping about injustices.
Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner.
Trouble?
I try to keep Grimvar safe, but these are dangerous times.
Good to see you again, friend.
The Imperials think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof of their ignorance.
When Grimvar asks me why women are being killed around the city, I don't even know what to say to him.
Everyone says Yorland Greymane is the best smith in Skyrim. I plan to change a few minds about that.
I'm not really sure what to do with myself anymore. I just miss her so much. I'm sorry. She was very dear to me, and it's rather painful to think about. I'd rather not talk about my daughter, if you'll excuse me. Well, all right. What exactly do you need to know? Yerim? Well, I'm not sure what you think you'll find there, but you're welcome to have a look. Hail, companion.
give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so...
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
Couriers from Solitude.
Ugh.
The Empire's
Have you been talking to Viola Giordano? She posts us all over the city, and someone keeps taking them down.
If he's not with us...
Ask her about it if you want an earful.
He knows that.
I've never seen anything like it. I would take this to Calixto at the House of Curiosities. He has a good eye for strange trinkets. Might even give you a bit of gold for it.
By message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
City and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
I still say you should take...
I've never seen anything like it. I would take this to Calixto at the House of Curiosities. He has a good eye for strange trinkets. Might even give you a bit of gold for it. Until next time.
Spare a coin. Talos rewards the generous.
Lost? Welcome to the House of Curiosities. I offer a brief tour for a few coins, or you can simply browse at your leisure. Let me see. Ah, yes. This is the Wheelstone. It's an heirloom symbol of the power of Windhelm. Traditionally, it's carried by the court mage. I would be interested in acquiring it, if you're willing to part with it, that is. For a piece like that, I could pay 500 gold? Wunferth? Bah, it's purely ceremonial, and he has no use for it. Besides, I wouldn't want to be the one to give it to him. Gives me the creeps. They say he dabbles in necromancy. Suit yourself. It's only of value to collectors, though. Good luck finding anyone else who will appraise it that highly. A most pleasant chat. Until the next.
The Imperials think us all long. Best offense is a good defense, am I right?
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
Couriers from Solitude. The Empire...
Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
On the White Run.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
I do the cooking and cleaning around the palace.
The Dunmer get their drinks at the new Nissa's Corner Club. By the kids just call it the tavern.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true. Take a look. Strength and steel are well and good, but magic is the true power in this world. If Ulfric needs a favor, he has it. Anyone else better pay well for the service.
knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
Heard the reforming...
Spare a coin. Talos reward. The generous.
I made my fortune as a sea captain, but now I'm retired.
Everyone
Be careful.
says Jorland Greymane is the best smith in Skyrim. I plan to change a few minds.
Poor Nilsine has been wrecked since her sister was killed.
Names can't just throw the big logs on the fire. Gotta have the little bits, too.
Every night, I walk around a Grey Quarter and let them grayskins know what I think of them.
Be on the lookout. After what happened to those other women, I'm worried about my own safety. I've been following him for months now. Well, not actually following. Trying to find him. The guards won't help. The people won't help. I'm the only one who thinks he can be caught. Huh? What's it say? Woundfirth. There have been rumors swirling about him for years, as long as I can remember. But he's a dangerous man. That's why they call him the Unliving. I wouldn't approach him directly. This information needs to go straight to the steward. He'll listen to you.
Everything all right?
You lost? Welcome to the House of Curiosities. I offer a brief tour for a few coins, or you can simply browse at your leisure. The Wheelstone? Have you decided to sell it yet? Woundfirth? Bah! It's purely ceremonial, and he has no use for it. Besides, I wouldn't want to be the one to give it to him. Gives me the creeps. They say he dabbles in necromancy. Suit yourself. It's only of value to collectors, though. Good luck finding anyone else who will appraise it that highly. A most pleasant chat. Until the next. My sister and I once traveled the world to assemble our collection. Such adventures we had. Indeed I did. For a few septims, I'll tell you about some of the most interesting curiosities in my collection. Splendid! If you'll just follow me, I'll tell you tales and show you wonders such as you've never seen. These tools were found in a crypt outside Windhelm. They belonged to the ancient Nords who dwelt in Skyrim before the days of the First Empire. Most scholars believe that the Nords of old used these implements to prepare their dead for burial. What macabre mysteries would these tools reveal if they could but speak? Here is the Book of Fate, discovered in a secret room in the Arcane University. The writing in the book describes the destiny of its reader, so the words change from one person to the next. Some see only blank pages, and nobody knows why. Perhaps some of us are born with no destiny, or maybe the blank pages signify an imminent death. Ah, now here's an item out of legend. This is Ysgramor's soup spoon. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is no spoon, it's a fork. Nobody can eat soup with a fork. Well, my friend, you did not know Ysgramor. Don't let this innocent-looking flute fool you, for this is the dancer's pipe. Legend holds that the dancer's pipe has won wars, toppled empires, and changed the very course of history. None know its origins, but the stories say that men who hear its music are compelled to dance uncontrollably, no matter the peril. To activate this strange power, one must only speak the magic words, which are... Oh my! I very nearly got us both into a nasty predicament, didn't I? And with that, the tour is over. I thank you for your patronage, and I hope to see you again soon. Welcome to the House of Curiosities. I offer a brief tour for a few coins, or you can simply browse at your leisure. My sister and I inherited a modest sum of money. We decided to travel and seek out whatever adventures we could find. As we journeyed across Tamriel, we encountered tales of exotic and wondrous artifacts. We decided to collect as many as we could. My sister passed away some years ago, so I settled down here and opened the House of Curiosities. I think she would be happy to know that our collection has brought smiles to faces both young and old. A most pleasant chat. Until the next.
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm for a while.
Large diagonal cut from left shoulder. 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 Large diagonal cut from left shoulder.
My father says we need to just get on with our
My
lives.
cousin's out fighting
Like it's that
dragons,
easy.
and what do I get? Guard duty.
Won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true no.
But if Ulfric needs a favor, he has it. Anyone else better pay well for the service. I beg your pardon? Necromancy. I am a member of the College of Winterhold, in good standing. They haven't allowed necromancy for hundreds of years. My what now? I've never kept a journal, I can assure you. What exactly did this amulet look like? I know it well. Or at least I've heard of it. I would wager that carving once depicted a skull. That is the Necromancer's Amulet of legend. It appears you were at least half right. There is necromancy at the heart of this. Yeah. Calixto and his books are often confused about such matters. It happens to the best of us. I've been noting a pattern to when the killings happen. Now that we know they're tied into some sort of necromantic ritual, I think I know when the next might occur. Let's see. From Elordis of Last Seed until Amidus of Hearthfire, it will happen soon. Very soon. Keep watch in the Stone Quarter tomorrow night. That's almost certainly where the killer will strike next. Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true. Then let them die with their full.
Stay away from...
Don't think you can barter with me like one of those damn shops.
Spare... Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. The divine smile on a charitable soul.
Working in Windhelm is great. I get to see Ulfric up close.
Never should have...
Did you use my good hammer?
What a waste.
Last.
Horses. Better this one than me.
Do you have any idea how dull horses are?
Hammers don't have legs.
Did you look behind the forge? I think I saw it there.
Oh, yes. Now that you mention it, I think... Sorry about that.
My cousin's out fight. If it's bed or board, hail companion. My heart goes out to Clan Shatashir.
Ulfric won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Norman.
What is it? Dragons?
The Imperials think we need their laws.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true. Strength and steel are well and good. Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in
The
their...
Stormcloaks. I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same. Ismir's beard. The man was always a bit odd, but I wouldn't have expected. You've done the city a mighty service, friend. I believe you'll find the guards to be a bit more cordial with you in the future.
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
The Jarl has put out a bounty on the dragon that's been terrorizing the countryside. Here, take a look at this decree for details.
Before elves dictate the fates of men.
Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on board.
You did this city a great service by catching that killer. Well done.
My heart goes out to Clan Shattershield. Kin murdered, family warhammer stolen. There's no fairness in all that. They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice, shouted him apart.
Heard about you and your honeyed words. Watch the skies, traveler.
There's no glory in war. It's just something they tell soldiers so they'll risk their lives.
I'd be out there fighting the Imperials right now if it wasn't for my war wound.
Poor Nilsine has been wrecked.
Got some
since her
fresh
sister
baked
was
bread and good cheese if you're after a bite to eat. Did you see the candle above the fire upstairs? It was lit 163 years ago, back when this building was the home of a grand warrior named Wundhai. When word came that he'd fallen, his son Durot lit the candle in his honor. Nobody knows why it still burns.
I'm not sure it's such a good idea.
Oh, magic? Goodness, not here. Nothing dangerous like that. That's all kept to that college up in Winterhold. Better that than dealing with Ulfric's wizard like some do.
I'm sorry to be such a bother.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Let's sate that appetite, hmm? I'll show you to your room, right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need. Mind you don't get fresh with Susanna. She plays the flirt, but it's just to get good tips.
The townsfolk call me captain because I used to be a sailor.
So what's the news on the street, Captain?
The Dark Elves are uneasy. There's a killer on the streets, and Viola Giordano won't leave me alone.
How would you like a drink?
Oh, very much.
Coming right up.